People's Publishing House, New Delhi is bringing out book towards transforming banks as public utility institutions by Dr. R. Bandyopadhyay, former director, National Institute of Bank Management, Pune, internationally famed bank academician. With the turmoil in banking in United States, consequent upon failure of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank and takeover of Credit Suisse by UBS in Switzerland, and research findings that 186 US banks are at risk of failure similar to Silicon Valley Bank, once again banking and its future is at the center stage. Bank failure is not unusual in United States. During the period 2009 to 15, United States has witnessed failure of 482 banks, while 15 to 29 banks have failed, and thus it has become routine. Can the country like India afford such failures in banking? Certainly not, and precisely with this, role of banking in India needs to be defined so as to make it sustainable, and precisely with this perspective, Dr. R. Bandyopadhyay has come out with a book towards transforming banks as public utility institutions, ushering in an era of relationship banking that is catalytic, inclusive and synergistic. Mr. M. Damodaran, former chairman SEBI, UTI, IDBI, while joining the debate on the subject on which Dr. R. Bandyopadhyay has written this book, states the proximate reason for nationalization might have been political, as many commentators have consistently pointed out. However, no one can question the fact that what was sought to be achieved was a more from creditworthiness of a person to creditworthiness of purpose. He further states, recent events in the private sector clearly demonstrate that fraud is ownership neutral. As for customer complaints, the information periodically put out by Reserve Bank of India shows public sector banks in comparatively favorable light. Dr. T. Ram Mohan, bank academician from Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, on the book says, a comprehensive account that no serious student of Indian banking can ignore, while making it clear that the motivation for bank nationalization was not entirely political. Professor Dr. R. Bandyopadhyay makes compelling case for the continued role of public sector banking. His detailed suggestions for improving the way banking is done in India merits careful scrutiny. The book launch event is organized on 12th May 2023 at 6 p.m. at Late Loin Dr. Ashok Mehta Auditorium, Shri Shanmukhananda Hall premises, 6th floor, Soin, Mumbai. On the occasion, panel discussion is arranged with the participation of Dr. Dilip Nasane, Professor Emeritus, Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research, Mumbai, Dr. Rupa Rege, Group Chief Economist, L&T Finance Holding Limited, Mumbai, Dr. T. Ram Mohan, renowned bank academician from Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and Mr. C.H. Venkatachalam, General Secretary, All India Bank Employees Association and President, Finance Control Commission, World Federation of Trade Unions, Chennai. It is certain that the book and panel discussions arranged on the occasion of its launching event will generate a lot of churning on banking and its role in the economy. The book doesn't stop here, but it also speaks on alternatives so as to make it sustainable. In the words of author, we have felt that bank is public utility institutions. Present trend of global banking which is taking away from relationship based intermediary role may not be desirable for banks in general and for banks in developing countries in particular. Author further says, for developing countries like India, we must reinvent new model of relationship banking and optimal level of financialization of the economy. In the treatise, we have made sincere efforts to emphasize the point that banking and finance must serve the needs of real economy by acting as effective catalyst to productive process in agriculture, industry, trade and commerce.